Hey there, sign of Cancer. This is Kim, here to give you messages that you're made to hear next 3 days, around your next 3 days. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank you so much for beautiful comments that you leave, all the ways you support the channel. That little wire shaking like that. Strange. Okay. Sorry. That was a little distracting. So what I want to know from Spirit is what is going to be eclipsed into your life. So what is something that maybe we don't necessarily see that is coming into sign of Cancer? You could wake up a new person. For real, this energy is really helping transmute and heal things. At times it can feel very heavy and like you're purging a lot. That's too many. Like you're purging a lot at this time. And so there's that, but I think that it is healing things for people. And one day you'll just kind of wake up and feel better with the ring. And the pilgrim on the bottom. Okay, so kind of like a journey, an adventure somewhere that something you're meant to explore. May have to do with a commitment or a person coming in, maybe for a very like there's a purpose to this connection, this ring, this commitment. Now, for those of you that are watching, they're like, I don't really want a relationship to come into my life, then maybe it's talking about a commitment to some sort of work that you're doing, or just you being the pilgrim, which is like somebody that's about to go on quite an adventure. I will say it's coming across to me as being like a person, but let's get more cards and let's see if they can give me more information on what the ring is for Cancer. Okay, what is the ring for Cancer? What is the ring? Healing, almost complete. Healing, almost complete. That's what the yellowing can mean. As a bruise can get into the yellow stage, and that lets you know that it's like almost healed. It's been there for a while. So something is healing. It's dramatic type of healing that's coming in. Maybe this is even a healing kind of relationship coming in. I don't know, but you're seeing signs and synchronicities about this. The Ouroboros, and with synchronicity. So you can be seeing signs, synchronicities, in many different ways. Through animal spirits, numbers. Something is made into a diamond here in the middle. Sun. So you may be seeing signs or synchronicities leading you to a specific connection. What is the ring? King of Cups. Master of his own heart. It says King of Cups. So this is taking decisive action from your heart space. And it can be like a heart-to-heart connection with somebody, man or woman. Whoa. It is a soulmate energy. And it definitely is a connection. Now, what the purpose of it is, path, purpose. awakening to this. It says a joyous celebration of homecoming. There's there's already a connection made with this person, spiritually, meaning that this could have been something where you meet this person and there's been past lives with them, maybe future lives with them. But it can lead, I mean, it's leading to celebration. So following your heart, especially in regarding like a connection, is going to bring you a lot of joy and celebration. It might be something that's taken a while, but like the Knight of Pentacles says, forge ahead. Slowly but surely, something's coming together. So following your heart. Following your heart. In regards to a connection that comes in that seems very synchronistic, that seems like it's giving you signs. Wow. The Five of Pentacles, the Lovers in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles. So I think you're healing from a past relationship that didn't work out. This may be the energy here, the King of Pentacles with the King of Cups, like of really taking action and wanting to commit. Like commit to this, commit to somebody. The past experience I don't think was really great, but I do think you're healing from it. But the Lovers in reverse is when we've decided we're not going to go down the same path we have before. We're not going to choose like the same person over again. Two of Swords here, which is sometimes a decision being postponed or delayed. It may have been that I'm getting, especially with the Four of Pentacles being here, that we had an idea or something in our heart telling us that we are to move on from a situation, that we just kind of held on to it for the sake of something that was comfortable, or this is what we knew. And I think that's changing, because when I see the Four of Wands, I feel like the path is changing. Could be that also with this Lovers in reverse, Five of Pentacles, that you're in like it was a significant relationship, whether it was a marriage or not. That it could be marriage because of the King of Pentacles being there, but ultimately that left you feeling not understood. Not understood. So then what's this thing with the Six of Cups? It is the journey. This is okay, so a plan or a strategy is going to be implemented. This is, if it's talking about like their personality, the Seven of Swords reverse, so it would be somebody that's very, like you can read them easily, or you understand this person. And there is going to be that of course there's that spiritual bond here though that's already connected. It's something that you see in your future, and it's something that maybe you've been waiting on, is this type of a connection. So this is the Pilgrim and the Three of Wands. Those go really good together because they're like the journey, you know, the journey coming up. Tell me more about that. Great worry over nothing. Could be worry about this new path, about taking this new path, or about deciding to, you know, pledge your allegiance in a way to somebody, to make a real commitment with the ring. But the Whale says great worry is over nothing. So great worry over nothing. Moon in the reverse, changes in your life, also tells me that there's been some hidden feelings or emotions revealed to you. This would make you want to search for Partnerships, alliances, people on your path that actually have deeper meaning than just like the surface, that go beneath the surface. So there are changes here. Awakening to your feelings, your emotions. Great happiness. When you follow your heart, there's going to be great happiness. Even if it's here associated with wealth and prosperity too. So that it says the goldfish is increase in material wealth or spiritual growth here. Could be both. Tell me more about the happiness. Slingshot into a free-flowing, mature love energy. Wide open heart chakra, the emerald. Tell me about the happiness to come, the synchronicity here. Wow, so that's what's being eclipsed into your life, is something that let you know how you really felt. Oh goodness, here's the roadblock. Here's the roadblock. Block change, time to regroup, challenges. Taking a detour. What about the roadblock? What was the roadblock? It's almost like we were blinded to what would actually make us happy. In denial. Especially if it has to do with like getting into a relationship that we knew wasn't making us really feel very good, but for some reason we're choosing not to see something with blinders. But now it's like with the moon in reverse here, it's like now something's like unavoidable, like you're going to feel it. It's going to. So I guess this is going to solve the roadblock. The roundabout is your connections, keeping something moving and perfect timing. And it is a card that talks about redirection. What can help them with this roadblock? What can help them with that energy of the roadblock? Two of Wands, planning, prepared, putting a complete end to something, and then putting it in the past, even if it was painful, with the Lovers reverse, Five of Pentacles. Planned, prepared, ready, and Two of Wands is alignment with a path and a possibility that feels more in sync with your heart. Okay, so it's, again, it's like planning and preparing here to be on a path that is guided by the heart space. So being open to more possibilities and then taking action. The Emperor, power like unto a god, and then taking action. How will they meet this person? Queen of Pentacles, which is the divine counterpart to the King of Pentacles. Eight of Cups on the bottom. This is when we're getting out of a situation, or we've emotionally disconnected from a situation where we felt like there was a need to escape. And so this whole blinders off, you realize how you really feel, you realize what happiness means to you, and that's what you're going to achieve, right? So that's your in between two places. Two of Pentacles. Possibly that you may already know of this person, or have the understanding that something is very much so like your choice, and that you're in, it's like this card says, in between two realities and trying to keep your balance. So you could be literally juggling a lot, especially with the King and Queen of Pentacles. It could be talking to some Cancers that are very focused on staying grounded and making that money and being very focused on that, on your work. Could be going back and forth too on a decision. Tell me more about this connection. The new connection. Tell me more about the new connection and the adventure, the pilgrim, the adventure, like a pioneer energy here. By the way, when those two energies come together, the Queen and the King of Pentacles, that's a very powerful energy there. Ballet shoes. Stamina, endurance, talent, effort required. Honing a skill. The cross says you're down for the cause, answering a call, and you're purpose driven. So this connection is coming together as things are ending in both people's lives. 9-9. But coming together because it's like being brought together by the Creator for a purpose. I knew that was going to come out. This person is an actual mirror of you in some way. They could, like, their existence could look very different than yours on the outside, but on the inside, there's something about their emotions, the way that their mindset is, the way their mind thinks, is like a mirror of you. And something here where you'll be seeing that very clearly. This is the reflection that is more true to my authentic self. Therefore, this connection, it makes it that much more meaningful. So have this new experience here coming in like 1 to 3 month mark, it says. This is a lot about your self-awareness through a person. Very powerful. Very powerful. All right. I was just going to do a small reading for you all. Yeah, no, assessment here. Assessment. Seeing clearly. Both of these say seeing clearly and awareness. Both of these cards do. So. You have the Ivory Wish Fulfilling Crow. Okie dokie. Let me look it up. Alana Fairchild, the White Light Oracle. I'm going to look it up for you. Obviously, this is a wish being granted for you. It is a big wish here. Number 39. Yeah, okay, stop worrying. You can have what you truly want, it says. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, and doubt. Have confidence. The universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you into what you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way to the fulfillment of your potential. So there is a way, and what is coming is what you've prayed for. Changes in your life. They're pointing out changes in your life. Too many. Changes in your life. Yep. Let's say that. 10 with a completion, right? And it says you're ingenious on the card. Talking about your leadership skills, especially with the Emperor. Yes, we could say status and being in a very influential position. But this is exactly, changes in your life is exactly what this card is about. So we'll close out with this card, 555. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. So stay optimistic about your journey. That's what I have for you, Cancer. I'm sending you much love. Bye.